Bull market action that we have for you all this morning. But how is all this going to be impacting our Indian markets? We have a team of research joining in with us as always this morning. And, before we go across to Abhishek as well as Sudarshan, let me take you all through what the market setup is looking like for today. Now, do not forget, yesterday also we saw a sharp fall coming in for the Nifty. It once, one point of time in the day, it was below the 23,000 mark, though it closed just about the 23,000 mark. The Nifty 50 in the red for the fifth consecutive day is what we saw coming in. 45 of the 50 stocks on the Nifty 50 closed in the red. While we did see some bit of a sharp sell-off coming in on the Nifty mid and small cap, that underperformance for Nifty mid and small cap continued. Nifty mid cap plunged more than 3%, lowest levels in almost since June 4th, 2024. Small cap also fell almost more than 3% in trade, closing at the lowest level since Jan 28th. FIIs, that selling continued. FII selling came in at around 4,486 crores in yesterday's trading session. DIIs continue to be buyers. But what are we watching out for? Now, obviously, we did hear that commentary coming in from Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. So let's watch out for how the Indian markets are going to react on that. Trump tariffs, trade wars, what's the issue on the global front? That continues to be focus area if there are any changes or any announcement that come in on that front. PM Modi's visit to the US is going to be a key factor that we'll be keeping an eye out on as well, and commentary that comes in maybe from funds. So yes, watch out for that. FII selling, like I said, that is at, it did see a sharp selling that we saw yesterday. They offloaded almost 1 lakh crores in 2025 so far. So we'll keep an eye out on where that's moving, because that's an important factor for the Indian markets. As of now, Nifty implied open indicating a bit of a positive start. 40-point uptick so far is what we're watching out for. But let's move on and go across to Abhishek, who's here with us to tell us what are the important stocks that we should be keeping on our radar this morning. Good morning, Abhishek.
Good morning. We need to begin with IRCTC. The revenue was up 10%, profits up nearly 14% YOY. Margins have contracted over there on a YOY basis by about 130 basis points. Berger Paints, weak numbers coming in over there. Revenue up just 3.2% YOY, while profits are down 1.5% YOY. In terms of Kolte Patil, the revenue is up multifold to about 350 crores, while they have reported a profit in Q3 of this fiscal versus loss in Q3 of previous fiscal. HEG, over there, the revenue is down almost 15% YOY. However, profits are up nearly 91% YOY. Vodafone Idea, good numbers coming in over there, given the fact that revenue is up only 1.7% YOY. However, their net losses have contracted, so it is now at 6,609 crore when compared to 7,176 crore of net loss that they reported in the same quarter last year. Marksans Pharma, strong numbers, revenue up 16.3% YOY and profits up 25.7% YOY. SAIL, the revenues up nearly 5% YOY. However, the profits have contracted by 66.5% on a YOY basis. Last but not the least, Lupin over there, margins are at 23.5% versus management guidance of 22 to 23%, and they have reported revenue growth of 11% YOY, while profits are up 39.5% YOY. Back to you.
Okay, Abhishek, thank you so much for those important stocks to watch out for in today's trading session. Let's go across to Sudarshan, who's here to tell us what's happening in the world of F&O. What are we watching out for today? Good morning.
Good morning, Vinny. So talking first of all, yesterday's session was day of big fall, while sensex Nifty saw a cut of more than 1%. The major fall was seen in broader markets, both Nifty mid-cap and small-cap index falling more than 3% each. And for today, GIFT Nifty is indicating a start with minor gains, but we'll have to see if the opening gains manage to sustain or not. Talking about the flows, there is no surprise. FI selling continues. Yesterday also in the cash market, they have sold nearly rupees 4,500 crore, while DIs have bought a little more than rupees 4,000 crore. In the index futures too, FIs have sold nearly 1,700 crore, and they have reduced long positions by 1,500 contracts. At the same time, they have added short positions. In the index option though, they have bought of shares worth nearly rupees 4,000 crore, but in the stock futures, they have sold around rupees 800 crore. Now, FI's long exposure is reduced to 14%, and on the client side, long exposure is at 71%. On the option front, 23,300 call and 23,400 call have seen major additions, and on the put side, 22,700 put has seen addition of nearly 31 lakh shares. Important levels for Nifty, support is now slipped below to 22,700 and resistance is now at 23,300. Stocks in focus, Apollo Hospitals, keep an eye because yesterday company had announced earnings. Earnings were better than expectations. When commentary was healthy, but stock had closed with a cut of nearly 7%. Today, when all the brokerages have put out the note and most of the notes are positive. Second, Muthoot Finance, yesterday CLSA had upgraded the stock considering the big move in gold over the last few days, but stock had closed with a cut, so keep an eye on Muthoot as well.
Okay, Sudarshan, thank you so much for that. We'll keep an eye out on those names as well. But on that note, we're going to slip into a very short break.